Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video. This is an updated braid out routine video. So these days, if I do a braid out, these are the products and the method that I use. Quick skirt! Before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that I have now split my vlogs and my hair into two separate channels. I now have a whole separate channel dedicated to my vlogs because I just wasn't liking how it is when it was all mixed together. So I now have a vlog channel and I now have a hair channel. So if you've been enjoying my vlogs, please subscribe to the vlog channel, which I will link up here, and it will also be in the description box. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so starting out on freshly washed hair, I wash my hair using the Hask Curl Care Moisturizing Shampoo and Detangling Conditioner. Love these two. For my moisturizer, I'm going in with the Camille Rose Curl Love Moisture Milk. My hair doesn't need loads and loads of moisture, so I'm not splitting my hair off and kind of thoroughly applying this. I'm mainly focusing it on the ends, around my edges, and on any areas that get particularly dry, like the crown of my head. But for my moisturizer, I kind of just roughly slap it on and go. Firstly, what I do is I separate my hair off at the nape of my neck, so I kind of go from ear to ear across the back of my head. The styler that I'm going to be using is the Camille Rose Almond Twisting Butter. This is my all-time favorite product for braid outs. It's just the one that works best for me and my hair. So I split that section across the back in half, and I'm going to be doing 2 braids on that section. So I make sure that the section is detangled and then I start braiding. I like to make my braids nice and tight just because that way I get more definition and my braid outs last a lot longer. So nice and tightly braided, and then as I get towards the end, I split the section into 2 and I twist it and then twirl it around my finger just to make sure that it doesn't unravel. So here's a bit of a close-up. So I'm just detangling, starting from the ends and then working up to the roots, and then I go ahead and braid up my hair. If my hair starts to feel a little bit rough or tangled as I braid down, I always make sure I detangle as I go. The smoother your hair is when you braid it up, the better your results will be when you take the braids down. So then on to parting the next section down. So I kind of go from my temples round to the back of my head, just behind my crown, and then I tie that section up and out of the way. On this row, I'm going to be putting in 5 braids. So the first braid is just above my ear, so I section off that part just above my ear and apply some of the Almond Twisting Butter, detangle it using my brush, and then I section it off into 3 sections ready to braid. And again, I braid all the way down and then create a little twist at the end and twirl it around my finger. This is the next section that I use to braid. You'll notice that on this row, I'm kind of creating a brick effect. It's kind of the same way that I do when I do knotless braids. I like to make sure that the braid above is in between the 2 braids below. That way, when I unravel my braids, you're not going to see the partings when I unravel my braids and my hair is all down. So I create 5 braids, making sure that the braid on top is on top of the parting below. I hope that makes sense, but I think the visuals make it a bit more clear. And then on the top, I do 6 braids, and this is what my hair looks like when all my hair is braided up. I just want to point out the different sizes. As you can see, the section above my ear is a lot bigger than the section on the top. This is because the section above my ear, the hair there is thinner, so I need to kind of include more hair to make sure that the braids are the same size. So for me, it's more important that the actual braids themselves are the same size rather than the section of hair being the same size. Because if I made the sections of hair the same size, then the braids are going to be different sizes, which means that the curl pattern in each braid is going to be different. I hope that makes sense. So it is 2 days ahead. These days I try to leave my braids in for at least 2 days. This makes so much difference to how long my braid out lasts and the definition. So 2 days rather than just overnight, it makes so much difference. So here I am just unraveling my braids. What I do is I just gently unravel the braid, and then in the 3 sections that kind of naturally clump together when you do a braid, because obviously it's 3 sections, I pull on the end of each of those 3 sections and my hair kind of naturally breaks apart. So then when my hair is naturally separating, I gently pull those sections apart, so it breaks the curls apart a little bit, and that gives me a lot more volume. So then once I've unraveled and separated each row, what I do is I go in with my wide tooth comb and then fluff at the roots. I do also fluff towards the end of my hair as well, and I do this by kind of just bringing the comb slightly further down towards the end of my hair as well. I don't brush it all the way through. I kind of put it into my hair, pull it down a little bit, take it out, put it into my hair a little bit further down, pull it down, and then take it out. I hope that makes sense. And then I kind of just do that all over my hair. So I go into the next row, unravel the braids, gently pull on the ends and separate the braids. Then I go in with my wide tooth comb once the whole row is complete to fluff it out and get some extra volume. So I mainly focus on the roots, but I do also bring it down towards the ends of my hair as well, so that I get volume from root all the way down to the tips of my hair. As I was unraveling my braids, I was listening to a podcast that was making me laugh so much. It's called Enjoy the Podcast. I highly recommend. I really enjoy their podcast. If you would like more of an in-depth talk through of how I kind of take my braids down, shape them, and style my braid out to make sure that it looks the same every single time, I do have a video dedicated to the takedown process, which I will link up here. So if you did want more in-depth information on that, then check out that video. And here I'm just kind of fluffing, flinging my hair around, fluffing out with my fingers, fluffing with the comb until I get my desired size, shape, and just how I want my hair to fall. And here is the final look. I also went in and smoothed down my baby hairs. I don't always do this. It just depends on how snazzy I'm feeling and if I want to zhuzh the style up a little bit. But as you can see, my hair is super, super defined. And although it's day one, I still have quite a lot of volume. And my hair will get bigger and bigger and bigger as the week goes on. But yes, this is my current braid out routine. If you catch me in a braid out, this is probably the products that I've used and the method that I've done. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions relating to braid outs, please drop them in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.